Hello everyone, welcome to Business School 101. In a previous video, we discussed the importance of starting to save up your money at a young age. Now, some of you replied and said, okay, I now understand the importance of saving, but I just graduated from college and have a pretty low income. How can I start saving now? Don't worry, I was just like you. In fact, even the majority of self-made millionaires were like you and me at one point in their life. So in this video, I'm going to offer 7 useful tips that can help you save money fast, even on a low income. Number 1. Build a budget that works for you. If you have a take-home pay of roughly $2,000 a month, how can you pay for housing, food, insurance, healthcare, debt repayment, and fun without running out of money? That's a lot to cover with the limited amount, and this is a zero-sum game. The answer is to make a budget. A personal or household budget is a summary that compares and tracks your income and expenses for a defined period, usually a month. Unless you have a plan for saving money, it can be extremely easy to spend. You can also include your savings goals in a budget. Instead of aimlessly saving whatever's left over each month, you can meet your savings goals through careful budgeting. A budget allows you to map out your goals, save your money, keep track of your progress, and make your dreams a reality. You may notice that you're spending money on things you don't need. Do you honestly watch all 500 channels included in your costly extended cable plan? Do you really need 30 pairs of black shoes? Budgeting allows you to rethink your spending habits and refocus your financial goals. I admit that some of you may feel disappointed when you realize that brand new Xbox game or the gorgeous cashmere sweater in the store window doesn't fit into your budget. But when you remind yourself that you're saving up for a new house, it will be much easier to turn around and walk out of the store empty-handed. Number 2. Avoid impulse purchases. Let's be honest, impulse buying is kind of fun, at least in the moment. You walk into Walmart for shampoo, and before you know it, boom, your cart is full of Chip and Joanna's amazing throw pillows. Oops. Don't worry though, this is actually very normal. Americans impulsively spend an average of $183 a month. That's around $6 a day, which doesn't hurt anything, right? Well, it actually adds up to an extra $2,196 spent every year. Would you believe that if you invested that $183 every month at an 8% rate of return, you'd have $108,509.34 after 20 years? It's true. There's nothing quite like the magic of compound interest to put things into perspective. An impulse purchase is any time that you purchase something you weren't planning to. It can be as small as grabbing candy in the checkout line, or as big as walking into a car dealership just to browse and walking out with a brand new SUV. If it's not planned for in your budget ahead of time, then it's an impulse purchase. One simple tip for avoiding impulse buying is to wait a week or longer before you swipe your card or click the Buy Now button. This tip works so well for both my wife and myself, we actually canceled more than half of the items on our wish lists after we began using this tip. Give yourself a week or so to calm down after an impulse buy gets you jazzed up. Once you have a cool head and a fresh perspective, ask yourself if you'll actually use this product and if you can pay cash for it. This is a no-nonsense way to look at the potential purchase with clear eyes. Additionally, be careful of deals that are only good for a certain amount of time. Don't let a countdown rush you into buying anything. Remember the offer, save some money, and be ready for it next time if you can't fit it into your budget right now. A good sale will always come back around. Trust me. Number 3. Automate your savings. Making the decision to save money can be difficult. Forcing yourself to make that same decision several times a month can be unrealistic. In fact, you are much more likely to spend all of the money in your checking account. This means that you may risk spending money that you were intending to save. Here's a simple remedy for this problem. With each paycheck, set up an automatic transfer to your savings account. You'll be able to breathe easy knowing that your savings are safely tucked away. If you want to be consistent with contributions to your savings account when you automate your finances, you should start small. Then, increase the deposit amount when you feel confident that you can set more aside. Perhaps start with only 5% of your paycheck, then increase that amount by 1% at the end of every month until you are satisfied with your monthly savings goal or reach a target that fits your budget. Many financial advisors recommend aiming for 15% of your paycheck or, if you want to be really aggressive with your savings, as high as 30%. Besides regularly depositing money into your savings account, You could also help boost your automatic savings by rerouting your automated deposit into investment accounts, such as mutual funds or IRAs, by automatically saving your tax refund or by asking your employer to split your direct deposit. Automating your savings can help you prioritize your savings contributions, which reduces the temptation to spend those funds without planning ahead. When you automate your savings, it's easier to pay yourself first when that paycheck comes in. Number 4. Lower your housing costs. According to a study conducted by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, housing costs can be one of your biggest expenses. Imagine if you could cut down your housing expenses by a few $100s each month. That money could make a huge difference in the amount of your savings and overall quality of life. There are a few ways to cut down your housing costs. First, downsize. For example, consider moving into a small apartment or home as a way to slash costs. Second, find a new location. Location is a key detail in real estate prices. Could you save money by switching up your location? For example, moving from downtown to the suburbs could be cost-effective in some areas. Third, rent out rooms. If you have extra space in your home, you could rent them out to offset your housing costs. Consider long-term tenants or short-term rentals through a platform such as Airbnb. Number 5. Eat out less and at home more. Dining out frequently can eat up a huge chunk of your monthly food budget. When you cook most of your meals at home, you save on the restaurant markup costs, service charges, gratuities, gas, and parking fees. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household spends over $3,000 a year on food away from home. Even if you do not spend that much on eating out, there is likely room for improvement. Look for ways to cut your restaurant spending. One of the best ways to combat last-minute food purchases is through meal planning. If you already know what you are going to eat for dinner, it is easier to drive home without stopping at your favorite takeout place. However, it can take some time to adjust to meal planning, so try a 30-day meal planning challenge to see how you like it. Additionally, make sure you aren't overspending on groceries. Take a look inside your pantry to see if you can make some meals with what you already have on hand. Eating at home also has many other benefits besides saving money. For example, restaurant meals are often heavy on butter and salt, while packaged foods are typically loaded with sodium and additives. Dishes made at home, however, tend to be more nutritious and contain fewer calories. That's because when you cook for yourself, you control which ingredients you use and their quantities. Additionally, family dynamics can drastically improve when everyone eats together. Children greatly benefit from the ritual of preparing and eating meals together. This is also a great teaching tool for parents who wish to instill healthy eating habits in their children. In fact, several studies conducted by the University of Michigan found that eating meals at the dinner table as a family is associated with fewer psychological issues and higher academic success in children, as well as increased sociability in the family. You can eat out occasionally if you like, but remember to not make it a routine. Number 6. Try couponing. Imagine this scenario. Your employer hands you a check for $1,000 and tells you that the company has allocated a $100,000 bonus for employees and $1,000 is your share. Would you throw the check away? Of course not. Instead, you would put it in the bank and use it for bills or to buy something you want or need. Coupons work in a similar way, except that the payoff is in smaller increments. Companies allocate so many dollars a year to attract customers to their products, businesses, or services. Some of the money is then distributed to shoppers via money-saving coupons. If shoppers throw away the coupons instead of using them, then they don't get the savings. Surprisingly, research shows that only about 1% of shoppers regularly redeem coupons. Why do so many people resist couponing? One reason is that some people are too embarrassed to use a coupon. They are afraid it will make them look cheap or that people will think that they are poor. Ironically, rich people actually use coupons more often than the poor. Based on statistical profiling, households with an income of $100,000 or more and shoppers with college educations are actually twice as likely to use coupons than those who live below the average family income and those who did not complete high school. Research shows that shoppers who use coupons could save an average of $30 to $50 a week. That's about $1,500 to $2,600 a year, depending on their level of coupon involvement. According to labor statistics, the average household in the U.S. has revenues of $41,600 a year. The average annual raise is 3%, or $1,248. By using coupons, even on a casual basis, the payoff could be more than families will receive from annual pay increases. Therefore, using coupons is a genuine way to save money. However, couponing is not just about saving a dollar at the grocery store. The couponing mindset goes much further than that by forming habitual behaviors that are centered on saving money on almost every purchase. Believe it or not, couponing is a lifestyle. Number 7. Taking care of your health. Healthcare is expensive, especially in the US, and unfortunately there aren't many ways to cut down on your healthcare insurance costs. However, a preventative attitude regarding medical problems can help you save money and enjoy a higher quality of life. Research in the Journal of the American Heart Association determined that patients who regularly exercise at recommended levels paid on average $2,500 less in healthcare costs than those who didn't meet exercise guidelines. The study also found that even if only 20% of patients with cardiovascular disease who don't get enough physical activity met exercise goals, the nation would save several billions of dollars annually on healthcare costs. Another study conducted by researchers from Johns Hopkins University in 2018 showed that a 20-year-old adult who goes from obese to overweight would save an average of $17,655 in direct medical costs and productivity losses over their lifetime. If that person went from obese to a healthy weight, the savings would jump to $28,020. Remember, in order to be more financially fit, you must take care of your physical health first. To sum up, saving money on a low income might not be that exciting, but don't allow it to stop you from reaching your income goals. Personally, witnessing my savings account gradually grow and knowing that I am getting close to achieving financial freedom are the coolest things. So, take a minute to be honest with yourself about your current finances and your financial goals, then find the motivation to move forward with saving money for your future. Start by tackling one tip at a time. Consider taking the first step today. Once you do that, try to act on the additional ways to save money on a low income as you make progress. Lastly, it's important to keep in mind that there might be times when you're not able to squeeze any more pennies out of your budget. You may also just want to create more breathing room regarding your finances. If you feel that there is no way for you to maintain a savings account in your current financial situation, then it might be time to increase your income. Alright, that's all for today's topic. Have you had any experience in successfully saving money? Do you have some ideas on how to save fast? If so, just leave a comment below. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, then please subscribe to my channel for more videos coming soon. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so that you can be the first to know when I upload new content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.